Hi there, here's Christina from Changing Parenting. And if you feel sometimes that like parenting would be so much easier if there were no other people here judging and all those things. And if you wish sometimes you live on a deserted island, first of all, you are not alone. I always say for me personally, the hardest part of parenting is other people. And I want to give you some tips here that help in these situations, right? When you are feeling like, this is already hard without having all the other people also making it even harder. And if only they weren't here. Unfortunately, you cannot control other people. You can only control yourself. So wishful thinking will not help you. So this is what will help. So here are some tips that will help you. One is to realize, to remind yourself that just because someone believes that what you're doing is wrong does not mean that what you're doing is wrong. It just means that they would do it differently. So they are judging you, but actually you should be judging them, right? Because you believe in what you're doing, right? So it's like if I say something like, your nose is blue. Aha, your nose is blue. That is so stupid. You don't believe your nose is blue. So you're like, what the hell? You have to think that same way. Just because those people are saying like, look at that. That's why the kid is behaving like that. Because look at what the mom is doing. You have to be like, poor people. What they are doing. It doesn't make any sense what they're saying. Like, because you believe in what you're doing. Because you do believe in what you're doing. You have to remember that. You want to parent your child through love and connection. You know your child better than anyone else. And it doesn't matter what everyone else says, right? You know in your heart this is the way you need to parent. The second thing is to remind yourself that parenting is not a performance. My goal in parenting is not to perform in a way to make other people think this or that about me. My goal in parenting is to teach my child life skills, to teach my child, how to be able to deal with situations, to help them through their ups and downs in life, and to, give them the skills they need to be able to deal with those things. So when my child is having a meltdown, my goal is not to make other people think I'm a good parent. My goal is to help my child self-regulate, is to help my child, gain the skills to be able to self-regulate alone in the future, and to explain to them what they need to do again in the future if such feeling arises again, what is an appropriate way to deal with those feelings, those emotions, those wants and needs. And in the moment, to get them to change their behavior, but in a way also that teaches them how to prevent the behavior from happening again, or how to deal with those emotions again in the future, right? That's parenting. It's about teaching, right? So it really is completely irrelevant, everything else, right? Those people, those judging eyes, they are just noise. It's just noise around you. That's not important. So you need to remember those two things. My child is not a performance, parenting is not a performance, and I don't care what these people are saying because they are wrong. They are wrong, right? And one way that I personally find this helps very much is through, I call it like mindful eyesight, like looking at your like using your child's eyes as your anchor for mindfulness. And I actually have a step-by-step guide of what to do when you are in public feeling really judged, and how to get your child to go from having a meltdown to cooperating by self-regulating yourself, helping your child self-regulate, correct the behavior, teach them the skills, all those things. So if you want this, my free guide, you can go to changingparenting.com and go to the free section and you'll find the guide there. But basically, this part of creating this bubble, It's like creating a bubble around you and your child. Nothing else matters. It's just me and my child. Close your eyes if you need to, close your ears if you need to, so you don't have that overstimulation. And then just focus on your child's eyes. Like anchor yourself into your child's eyes. Like nothing else matters. It's just you and your child. This also helps your child anchor themselves, because children are much more likely to be able to pay attention to you if they are looking at you in the eyes. And again, some children might not be able to do this because, they might be neurodivergent, or maybe they are feeling too much strong emotions to be able to focus on your eyes. It doesn't matter. It's your job to focus on their eyes, right? As much as possible, as a way to bring yourself back, as a way to block everything around you. So when you create this bubble, when you remind you, when you self-regulate, you take a deep breath, you close your eyes, you take a deep breath and think, parenting is not a performance. I don't care about these people. They are wrong. I'm not here to impress them. They are wrong. I am right. I know my child. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to just focus on my child, laser focused. This is how you're able to self-regulate and then help your child. If you want to, again, the step-by-step, just go to changingparenting.com to the free section, or let me know. I'll send you the link.